Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It is 6:29, so we have about a minute left. We are waiting for more commissioners to join us. Good evening, Dr. Collingwood.
Hi, good to see you.
We are waiting for other commissioners. And I do see that Commissioner Diaz-Noriega has joined us. So at this moment, let me welcome you to the West Contra Costa Unified School Districts Redistricting, Independent Redistricting Commission for Tuesday, January 25th. First on our agenda is our roll call.
Okay, Commissioner Butler, Commissioner Diaz-Noriega,
Present.
Commissioner Tawalu,
Present.
Commissioner Hilliard, Commission Chair Gordon,
Present.
Commissioner Lazzaretti.
Present.
Well, welcome. The next item on our agenda is item 3, approval of the agenda. And at this time, I'd like to point out that item 4, approval of the January 18th minutes. That was an informal meeting. And since all that took place was that Commissioner Hilliard opened the meeting for public input, I believe, if I'm correct, if I'm not correct, please correct me, Mr. Pitts, that no public input was given at that time. And then the meeting was closed. So at this time, we could probably remove that item and let the minutes of this meeting reflect our changes. Is there a motion to remove the minutes from the agenda and only the minutes and the remainder of the agenda to stay as is?
Sure, I move that we remove the minutes from the January 18th meetings.
Thank you. And I'd like to let the minutes reflect at this time that Commissioner Hilliard is now with us. So I have a motion from Commissioner Hilliard. I need a second.
I second.
And I have a second from Commissioner Toulouse. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Butler, Commissioner Diaz-Noriega,
Aye.
Commissioner Tawalu,
Aye.
Commissioner Hilliard, sorry,
Aye.
Commission Chair Gordon,
Aye.
Commissioner Lazzaretti.
Aye.
And let the minutes reflect that that was a unanimous vote by all members present. Next is our item 5, public comment. And this is the time where we allow 3 minutes. And we ask that this be on items that are not already on our agenda and that are under our jurisdiction. Is there any public comment at this time?
No public comment at this time.
Thank you. Moving on to item 6, discussion and possible action items. 6A is discussion and possible adoption of the resolution regarding continuing to meet via video conferencing and teleconferencing. This is a standard resolution that we've had at our meetings. This resolution is basically the same as our previous resolutions, except for it is extending to the early part of February 24th. Is there comment on this item from commissioners? Is there public comment on this item?
No public comment.
I need a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the item.
And a second?
I second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Lazzaretti and a second from Commissioner Toulouse. All roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Butler, Commissioner Diaz-Noriega,
Aye.
Commissioner Tawalu,
Aye.
Commissioner Hilliard,
Aye.
Commission Chair Gordon,
Aye.
Commissioner Lazzaretti.
Aye.
Moving right along, our next discussion and possible action item is the adoption of the recommended redistricting plan. Mr. Collingwood or Dr. Collingwood or Mr. Pitts, who will take the lead?
I think Dr. Collingwood has a presentation ready, so I think we can ask him to get started.
These guys are getting it twisted today. Okay, so let me just go ahead and share my screen. All right, so again, I'm Dr. Collingwood, Lauren Collingwood with Collingwood Research, and Sean Long is my associate who helps me with a lot of the work on this project. We've been working on this for a while now, as everyone knows. Just wanted a quick overview of how we got to where we are so that the commissioners have the latest update information. First, I'll just do a quick map of the current 2020 map. And then one reason why we updated that, we needed modifications to account for population movement between in and out of different seats and in and out of the city, the different cities that make up West Contra Costa Unified. Then presented 4 proposed plans that were discussed over the course of several weeks. The commission settled on a preliminary plan with some contingencies, passed with a unanimous board vote December 14th. And then I have a slightly modified preliminary plan since then to account for some minor changes. And so that's been presented, and that's also available on the preliminary plan website, which is a spinoff of my website. This complies with the Federal Voting Rights Act. The primary aspect of this is to ensure Latino citizen voting age population majority seat, and then as well a Black opportunity seat, and then the population deviations are within standard norms that that demographers use. Here is the original current map. And the preliminary plan and a few of the other plans are fairly similar to this. And so I just wanted to give this as a reference point. This is the preliminary plan that the commissioners voted to support in December. And then the modified plan primarily focused on this area here. And that made some slight updates and changes to the deviation, but within norms. And so that's pretty much the updated, modified plan, preliminary plan, and that's where we are. So pretty quick slideshow, and I'm happy to take any other questions. I'm going to just go ahead and stop sharing at this point.
Thank you. Questions or comments from commissioners? Commissioner Tuilu.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to speak. Dr. Collingwood, please correct me if my calculation is correct. I crunched the number based on the data that you provide and on the preliminary demos Excel file. After I crunching the data, by calculating the percentage of API, white, Latinx, and Black in each area, my results show that Latinx has 2 areas where they have the majority of the voters. Area 3, more than 50%, which is 65%, and area 2, 38%. And then API majority in area 1 with 34%, and white majority in 2 areas, area 5 more than 50%, 59%, and area 4, 31%. So African American doesn't have area where it has a majority of the voters, but in area 2, it's close to the Latinx community, which is Latinx 38% and African American 33%. So that's my comments. I'm not sure whether my processing of the data correct, or maybe Dr. Collingwood already has the data, but I just didn't see it. Thank you.
Dr.
Yeah,
Collingwood?
Sorry, I'm just looking at some data. Let me just pull it up. Area 2 has in area 2, which is the quote Black Opportunity District, it does have a majority Hispanic population, but the citizen voting age population is plurality African American at 40.89%. So that's the kind of difference there. So there's large imbalance there. The Latino population in that district is probably largely foreign born and disproportionately younger. So that's why you see that.
Okay, thank you. So probably the data that I grabbed, probably just the adult population of Latinx, but probably some of them not eligible to vote. So that's why actually area 2, the net result, African American is the majority. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Further questions or comments from commissioners? Well, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you, Dr. Collingwood. We did our very, very best to examine all the data thoroughly and to come up with maps that we felt best represented not only the population, but the voting population in the areas to best serve the community and their students in the schools. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there public comment this evening? Ms. Forrest?
Could I actually just ask one question of Dr. Collingwood, just to clarify for our record here? I think since we didn't have the Zoom in, is it correct that the change that was made between the preliminary plan and this plan was essentially to move the border of trustee area 3 that had previously run along Road 20 and then turned onto San Pablo Avenue, and to move that border onto El Portal Drive so that the community between El Portal Drive and Road 20 that's across the street from Helms Middle School would be included in area 3?
That's exactly right. So I'm now sharing my screen again, but you can see this is this area here on the interactive plot that we're looking at is right here. So the previous border on the original plan or the current plan, and also the other plans and the preliminary plan was here. And so we've since adjusted this border to go along El Portal or El Portal Drive and moved this area into District 3. And here's a kind of a back out, you can kind of see that. So that's what we've done.
Thank you.
And that was done because of public comment and public input. So I just want to point that out as well. Thank you. Again, is there any public comment on this item? Ms.
No
Forrest?
public comment.
No public comment. So again, I'll bring it back to the commission. This is kind of a historic moment. Is there a motion to entertain bringing this forward to the West Contra Costa Unified? Commissioner Hilliard.
Yes, Commissioner Gordon, I would like to make a motion. On behalf of the commission, I move that we adopt as our recommended redistricting plan, the preliminary plan as further modified by the commission's demographer, Dr. Collinwood, and as presented to the commission at tonight's meeting. I further move that the commission instruct our legal counsel, P. Casey Pitts, to prepare a report regarding the commission's adoption of its recommended redistricting plan, to file the recommended redistricting plan and report with the superintendent, and to post the recommended redistricting plan and a report on the commission's website along with a Spanish language translation.
So I have a motion on the table. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you, Commissioner Tuulu, seconds. Roll call vote, Ms. Forrest.
Commissioner Butler, Commissioner Diaz-Noriega,
Aye.
Commissioner Tawalu,
Aye.
Commissioner Hilliard,
Aye.
Commission Chair Gordon,
Aye.
Commissioner Lazzaretti.
Aye.
One historic moment for us. Congratulations, everyone. And I just want to again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. These are all volunteers who took time away from their family, their work, and vacations are enjoyable time. We've had to pull people in at times to serve, and you served well, and I thank you all very much. So moving on, item 7, commissioner reports, updates, future agenda items. Are there any commissioner reports this evening? We're getting to the end. So we'll move on to item 8, our next meeting. So our next meeting, I believe, will be February.
So what we had previously discussed would be holding a meeting on February 15th to select a final redistricting plan. That will give the district board of trustees sufficient time to hold a meeting to discuss the recommended plan that the commission has just adopted. And my understanding is that at least the tentative plan is that the board of trustees will be holding that meeting on Wednesday, February 2nd. So a week from tomorrow.
Wonderful. Is there commissioner input on this item?
That sounds great. Great work, everyone.
Yeah.
We've done some good work.
Yeah. Is there any public input on that?
No public comment.
Seeing none, then I'll move on to our last item, item 9, and that is adjournment. So thank you everyone for attending this evening.
You see
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Great work, commissioners.
All right.
Great work, Dr.
Hey.
Good stuff,
Collinwood
everyone. Yeah.
and Casey.
All right.
If we were together,
See you
I'd
guys
go out
next
and
time.
we'd celebrate, you guys.
Right, right. Well, maybe in a couple weeks, once things die down, that would be
There you
great.
go.
Yeah,
Great
let's do
idea.
it.
All right.
Everybody
care,
stay
everyone.
healthy.
Yes, thank you.